What if the secret to transforming your life lies not in chasing external success, but in mastering the one thing you can truly control? Yourself. Picture this. A stormy sea rages around you, waves crashing, winds howling. Yet you stand unshaken, calm and focused, steering your ship toward greatness. That's the power of Stoic wisdom. And today, we're diving deep into how focusing on yourself can unlock a life of purpose, resilience, and unimaginable achievements. Welcome to Master Your Mind, Secrets to Achieving Greatness Within, where we unpack timeless Stoic principles to help you conquer life's challenges and thrive like never before. I'm thrilled to have you here, whether you're a longtime Stoic or just curious about living with more clarity and strength. If you're ready to elevate your mindset and build habits that change everything, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a video from Daily Stoic Habits. Trust me, this is the kind of content that can spark a revolution in how you live. In this video, we're not just talking theory. We're sharing practical, life-changing lessons inspired by Stoic giants like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. You'll discover how to find peace in chaos through ataraxia, harness your willpower to overcome obstacles, and embrace the present moment with gratitude. We'll explore how to face fears head-on, let go of what holds you back, and live with virtues that make every decision align with your deepest values. Each lesson is a stepping stone to building a stronger, more centered you, ready to turn challenges into opportunities. Imagine waking up each day with a clear mind, unshaken by stress, and driven by purpose. That's what this journey is all about. Whether you're navigating a tough time or simply want to level up, these Stoic habits will guide you to greatness from within. So, grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's start with the art of ataraxia, finding calm in the storm. Let's dive into the heart of Stoic wisdom with a concept that can anchor you in any storm. Ataraxia, the art of staying calm and unshaken, no matter what life throws your way. Picture yourself on a ship, the sea raging around you, dark clouds swirling overhead. The world feels chaotic, but your mind? It's steady, clear, focused. That's ataraxia, a state of serene tranquility that Stoics like Marcus Aurelius chased, and you can too. Ataraxia isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything's fine. It's about facing life's waves, work stress, personal conflicts, unexpected setbacks, with a clear head and a calm heart. Why let chaos pull you under when you can rise above it? Marcus Aurelius once said, "Perfect tranquility consists in the good ordering of the mind." Every challenge, from a tough day at work to a personal crisis, is a chance to practice this. It's like building mental armor, one steady breath at a time. So how do you cultivate this inner calm? Start with preparation. Each morning, take a moment to center yourself. I like to sit quietly, eyes closed, picturing the day's challenges, maybe a tense meeting or a tight deadline. Instead of dreading them, I see myself handling each one with poise. This mental rehearsal builds resilience, so when the storm hits, you're ready. Try it tomorrow morning. Just 5 minutes can shift your entire day. Mindfulness is another game changer. It's about anchoring yourself in the present, letting go of worries about what's next, or regrets about what's past. When I'm stressed, I focus on my breath, the cool air in, the warm air out. It's simple but powerful. Or try this. Pick an object around you like a coffee mug or a leaf. Notice its texture, color, the way light hits it. Sounds small, but it pulls you back to now, quieting the noise in your head. How often do you rush through life missing these moments? Positive self-talk is your secret weapon. When things go wrong, I tell myself, "This will pass, and I've got this." It's not just pep talk. It rewires how you see challenges. Instead of spiraling, you're reminding yourself of your strength. Try swapping "I'm overwhelmed" with "I can handle this," one step at a time. It's like flipping a switch in your mind. Gratitude keeps you grounded too. Every night I jot down 3 things I'm thankful for. A good meal, a friend's laugh, even just making it through a tough day. This habit shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. I started doing this during a rough patch, And it was like a lifeline. No matter how dark things got, there was always something to hold on to. Grab a notebook and try it tonight. You'll be surprised how it changes your perspective. Ataraxia also sharpens your decisions. When you're calm, your mind isn't clouded by panic or anger. You choose actions that align with your values, not fleeting emotions. I've noticed that stress pushes me toward reactive choices, snapping at someone or procrastinating. But when I pause, breathe, and center myself, I act with intention. It's the difference between being swept away and steering your own course. Here's a practical exercise to build ataraxia. Visualize the worst-case scenario. Sounds grim, but hear me out. I take a few minutes to think about what could go wrong, a project failing, a tough conversation. Then I plan how I'd respond calmly. This isn't about dwelling on negativity, it's about preparing your mind so nothing catches you off guard. It also makes you appreciate what you have right now. Pair this with gratitude, and you've got a recipe for unshakable peace. Living with ataraxia is a journey, not a destination. It's about practicing these habits daily, mindfulness, self-talk, gratitude, preparation, until they become second nature. Epictetus said, "Be happy. Do not wish things to happen the way you want them to, but wish them to happen the way they do." That's the essence of ataraxia, accepting life as it comes while staying steady within. Now that you've got a taste of ataraxia's calm, let's turn up the heat and talk about the engine that drives you through life's toughest moments, willpower. This isn't just about grit or stubbornness. It's the disciplined strength to keep moving forward when everything screams, "Give up." On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into how to master your will, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Picture a marathon runner, legs burning, miles still ahead, yet they push on, one determined step at a time. That's willpower, and it's what separates a life of excuses from one of greatness. Willpower is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius knew this, treating every challenge as a chance to sharpen their resolve. Cicero put it perfectly. The difficulty of a task is not measured by the effort it requires, but by the will invested in it. I've been there myself, staring down a project at work that felt like a mountain. Deadlines loomed, progress stalled, and quitting seemed tempting. But instead of folding, I chose to see each setback as a test of my will, a chance to grow tougher, wiser, more focused. So, how do you build this kind of stoic fortitude? Start by breaking big tasks into bite-sized pieces. When I faced that overwhelming work project, I didn't try to tackle it all at once. I split it into smaller steps, outline one section, draft another, review a third. Each completed piece was a small victory, fueling my momentum. It's like climbing a steep hill. Focus on the next step, not the summit. Try this with your own goals. Got a big report due? Start with a single paragraph. Need to get in shape? Commit to 10 minutes of exercise today. Small wins stack up, and suddenly, the impossible feels doable. Procrastination is willpower's worst enemy. We've all felt that pull to scroll social media or push tasks to tomorrow. I used to fall into that trap, telling myself I'd start fresh later, but later never comes unless you make it. To beat this, I set a strict schedule and stick to it. Each morning I block out time for my priorities, writing, exercise, planning, and treat those slots like unbreakable appointments. When I respect my own time, I get more done and it feels good. What's one task you've been dodging? Set a timer for 15 minutes and just start. You'll be amazed how that first step snowballs. Historical figures show us willpower in action. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire through wars and plagues, didn't just rely on power. He leaned on self-discipline. In his meditations, he wrote about reflecting daily, choosing actions that served the greater good, not fleeting impulses. His journal wasn't a diary of complaints. It was a forge for his will, shaping him into a leader who stayed steady under pressure. Take a page from his book. At the end of your day, ask yourself, did I act with purpose? Where can I do better tomorrow? This reflection builds the habit of intentional living. Another trick? Treat every obstacle as a chance to level up. When that work project hit a wall, I could have blamed circumstances, tight deadlines, unclear instructions. Instead, I asked, what can I learn here? Each hurdle taught me patience, problem-solving, persistence. It's not about avoiding problems, it's about using them to sharpen your edge. Next time you face a setback, a missed opportunity, a tough conversation, pause. What skill can this teach you? How can it make you stronger? One practical method I swear by is the one-task focus. Pick a single goal for the day, say, finishing a chapter of a book or cleaning out your inbox. Ignore everything else until it's done. This laser focus cuts through distractions and builds discipline. I started doing this when writing a long report, tackling one section at a time without checking my phone. The clarity was addictive. Try it tomorrow. Pick one thing, finish it, and feel the rush of accomplishment. Mastering willpower takes persistence, but it's worth it. Every time you push through resistance, you're not just solving a problem, you're building a stronger you. It's the difference between drifting through life and steering it with purpose. As you practice these habits, breaking tasks down, scheduling ruthlessly, reflecting like Aurelius, you'll find challenges don't intimidate you anymore. They excite you. Let's shift gears and talk about a Stoic principle that can turn life's toughest moments into powerful growth. Acceptance. This isn't about giving up or rolling over when things go wrong. It's about facing what you can't control with grace, finding strength in the chaos, and using setbacks as fuel for a better you. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're unpacking how to embrace acceptance so you can navigate storms without losing your way. Life throws curveballs, job losses, broken plans, unexpected hardships. A few years back, I hit one of those myself. My company slashed budgets, and just like that, a job I loved was gone. At first, I was gutted, spiraling into frustration, asking why this happened to me. But then I remembered a gem from Epictetus. Strength lies not in resisting the wind, but in knowing where to set the sails. I couldn't change the company's decision, but I could change how I responded. That shift in perspective was everything. Acceptance starts with recognizing what's out of your hands. You can't control the economy, other people's actions, or random bad luck. Fighting those realities only drains you. Instead, focus on what you can control, your attitude, your actions, your next step. When I lost that job, I stopped dwelling on the unfairness. I asked, what can I learn from this? That question opened doors. I dove into skills I'd always wanted to explore, like coding and public speaking. Not only did I become more employable, but I found a new sense of purpose. What challenge are you facing right now that could be a hidden opportunity? This mindset, turning pain into growth, is Stoic resilience at its core. It's about seeing setbacks as teachers, not enemies. When that job loss hit, I could have stayed bitter, but I chose to adapt. I explored new paths, networked, and found roles that aligned with my passions. Each step forward built confidence, proving that acceptance isn't passive. It's active, transformative. Next time life knocks you down, try this. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, list one thing you can gain from it. A skill, a lesson, a fresh start. It's like finding light in the darkest moments. Meditation is a powerful tool for building this resilience. Every morning, I spend a few minutes reflecting on what I'm grateful for and what I'm good at. It's not about ignoring problems, it's about grounding myself in what's real and steady. During that tough period, this habit kept me calm, even when the future felt uncertain. Try it yourself. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, focus on your breath, and think of one strength you bring to the table. It's like an anchor, keeping you steady no matter how rough the seas get. Journaling takes this further. Each night, I write down the day's challenges and how I handled them. It's like holding a mirror to my progress. After losing that job, I jotted down my frustrations, but also my small wins, learning a new skill, reaching out to a contact. Over time, those pages showed me how far I'd come. Grab a notebook and try this tonight. Write one challenge you faced and one way you grew from it. It's a simple act that builds clarity and strength. Acceptance is a process, not a one-time fix. Some days you'll feel the weight of what you can't control. That's okay. The key is to keep practicing. Meditate, journal, ask what you can learn. Marcus Aurelius said, "Our life is what our thoughts make of it." By choosing to accept and adapt, you're shaping a life of resilience and purpose. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. With acceptance as your foundation, you're ready to live more fully in each moment. Let's pause and talk about something that can transform how you experience life. Being present. This isn't just a buzzword, it's a Stoic practice that roots you in the now, freeing you from the weight of yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into how to live fully in each moment, soaking up life's beauty like a warm ray of sunlight on a crisp morning. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Think of the precious privilege of being alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. That's the heart of mindfulness, and it's where real joy begins. Our minds love to wander, don't they? One minute you're sipping coffee, the next you're replaying a past mistake or stressing about a future deadline. I've been there, caught in that mental tug of war, missing the moment right in front of me. It's exhausting, and it robs us of life's simple pleasures. Being present means choosing to anchor yourself here and now, letting those distractions fade. It's like tuning out static to hear a clear, beautiful song. Mindfulness is your tool for this. It's about noticing the world with fresh eyes. I started practicing this while walking through a park. Instead of rushing, I slowed down, felt the crunch of leaves under my shoes, caught the scent of fresh grass. It was like waking up to a world I'd been sleepwalking through. Try this today. When you eat your next meal, focus on each bite, the flavor, the texture. Are you savoring it, or just going through the motions? This small shift pulls you into the present, making everyday moments richer. Another way to stay grounded is mindful observation. Pick something around you, a pen, a flower, your own hand. Spend a minute studying it. Notice its shape, the way light dances across it, every tiny detail. I do this when stress creeps in, like when I'm stuck in traffic. I'll focus on the steering wheel's texture or the hum of the engine. It's a reset button for my mind, bringing me back to now. This practice isn't just calming, it's a reminder that life is happening in these small, fleeting moments. Breathing meditation is another powerhouse. I carve out a few minutes each day to sit quietly, eyes closed, and focus on my breath. Inhale, feel the air fill your lungs. Exhale, let tension slip away. If my mind drifts to a work worry or a to-do list, I gently bring it back to the breath. It's like training a puppy, patient but firm. I started this during a hectic season, and it was a lifeline, helping me stay calm and clear. Try it right. Now, even for 30 seconds. Feel your breath, notice its rhythm. It's a simple way to anchor yourself no matter where you are. Being present isn't just about feeling good, it's about living with intention. When I'm fully here, I listen better in conversations, not planning my next words. I catch details I'd miss otherwise, like the way a friend's eyes light up when they talk about their passion. It's freedom from the mental clutter that pulls us away from life. Why let your mind live in the past or future when the present is so full of possibility? These practices, mindful observation, savoring moments, breathing meditation, build a habit of presence. They're not one and done, they're daily choices. I keep a small notebook to jot down moments I noticed each day, like the warmth of a morning coffee or a stranger's kind smile. It's a reminder to stay connected to. Now start small, pick one meal, one walk, one breath to focus on today. Over time, you'll find yourself living more fully, appreciating life's texture in ways you never expected. Let's talk about the compass that guides you through life's toughest choices, virtue. In Stoic philosophy, virtues aren't just lofty ideals. They're practical tools for living with purpose and integrity. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into the 4 Stoic virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and how they can shape your decisions, strengthen your character, and lead to a life that feels truly meaningful. Think of these virtues as a lighthouse, cutting through the fog of daily stress to point you toward what's right. Wisdom is where it starts. It's not about knowing everything. It's about seeing clearly, finding solutions where others see only problems. I've had moments in heated arguments where my instinct was to snap back. But wisdom steps in, urging me to pause, listen, and choose words that build bridges, not walls. It's like a mental filter helping you act with clarity. I keep a habit of reflecting after tough conversations, asking, what worked, what didn't? This sharpens my ability to navigate life's messes. Try it next time you're stuck. Pause and ask, what's the wisest move here? Courage is the fire in your gut when fear tries to hold you back. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting despite the knots in your stomach. I remember my first public speaking gig. Heart pounding, palms sweaty, dreading the spotlight. But courage pushed me to step on that stage, share my thoughts, and connect with the crowd. Each word I spoke chipped away at my fear, leaving me stronger. Think about a fear you're facing, a tough talk, a big leap. Courage is choosing to move forward, trusting you'll grow through it. What's one brave step you can take today? Justice is about doing right by others, even when it's hard. In a world that often rewards selfishness, justice asks you to put fairness first. I once helped a struggling coworker finish a project, not for praise, but because it was the right thing. That choice built trust and respect, rippling beyond the moment. Justice means seeing every interaction as a chance to lift others up. When you're tempted to cut corners or prioritize yourself, pause. Ask, what would the fairest person do? It's a simple question that can redefine how you show up in the world. Temperance is the art of balance, keeping your desires in check. It's saying no to short-term pleasures for long-term gains. I love gadgets, and once I was itching to buy the latest phone. But I stopped, weighed the cost, and realized it wouldn't add real value to my life. That restraint felt empowering, like breaking free from a trap. Temperance isn't about deprivation, it's about choosing what truly matters. Next time you're tempted by a splurge, a late-night binge, ask, will this serve my bigger goals? That pause can shift everything. These virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, aren't just traits. They're a framework for living. They make your choices more deliberate, your life more aligned with who you want to be. Marcus Aurelius lived this, ruling an empire with justice and wisdom, reflecting daily to stay true to his values. Nelson Mandela too showed courage and justice, standing firm through decades of struggle. Their stories remind us that virtue isn't easy, but it's worth it. It's the difference between a life of fleeting wins and one of lasting impact. Here's how to put virtue into action. Before a big decision, run it through the virtue checklist. Is this wise? Does it take courage? Is it fair? Am I staying balanced? I do this when faced with tough calls, like whether to take a high-paying job that clashed with my values. By choosing the path of virtue, I stayed true to myself, even if it meant a harder road. Try this approach next time you're at a crossroads. Write down the virtues, weigh your options against them. It's like having a Stoic mentor in your pocket. Seneca said, "One does not enjoy a full life without challenges." Virtues turn those challenges into growth, making you not just a better person but a happier one. They're not rules to follow blindly. They're principles to live by, shaping a life that feels authentic and whole. As you practice them, you'll find your decisions carry more weight, your actions more purpose. Let's turn the lens inward and explore a Stoic practice that unlocks the core of who you are, self-awareness. This isn't about navel-gazing or chasing fleeting feelings. It's about knowing your strengths, weaknesses, and values so you can live with clarity and purpose. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into how to truly understand yourself, making choices that align with your deepest principles. Epictetus nailed it when he said, "Know thyself, and don't worry about what others think of you." That's the foundation of a life well lived. I hit a rough patch a while back, drowning in doubt about my career path. I kept looking outward, comparing myself to others, seeking approval. It was a dead end. Then I stumbled across that Epictetus quote, and it was like a wake-up call. I realized I needed to stop chasing external validation and start digging into who I was. Self-awareness became my anchor, helping me navigate decisions with confidence, even when the world felt shaky. Have you ever stopped to ask what really drives you? Meditation is a powerful way to start this journey. Every morning I carve out 10 minutes to sit quietly, letting my thoughts flow without judgment. It's like clearing the fog from a window, revealing what's true about me. During that tough career moment, meditation helped me see I was chasing goals that weren't mine. I started asking, what do I value? What am I good at? Those quiet moments brought answers that reshaped my path. Try it tomorrow. Sit still, breathe deeply, and let your mind wander. Notice what surfaces. It's often the truth you've been ignoring. Journaling takes this deeper. I keep a notebook where I write not just what happened in my day, but how I felt and why. It's like having a conversation with myself. After a disagreement with a friend, I jotted down my frustration, then dug into what triggered it. Was it ego? Fear? That honesty showed me I valued connection over being right, so I apologized. Journaling doesn't just record your life, it reveals it. Start tonight. Write one moment from your day and what it taught you about yourself. Over time, those pages become a map of your inner world. Self-questioning is where the magic happens. When I face a tough choice, like whether to take a stressful but lucrative job, I pause and probe. Is this aligned with my principles? Am I acting from strength or fear? During a heated work debate, I caught myself wanting to win, not listen. By questioning my motives, I shifted to understanding, not arguing. This habit keeps your actions tied to your values, not fleeting emotions. Next time you're in a conflict, try asking what's really at stake here. It's a game changer. Self-awareness frees you from society's pressures. I used to worry about fitting in, saying yes to things that didn't feel right. But as I got to know myself, I started making choices that matched me, not the crowd. It was like shedding a heavy coat I didn't need. When I turned down that high-stress job, I felt lighter, truer to my goal of balance over burnout. You can do this too. Think about a recent decision. Did it reflect your values or someone else's expectations? This practice isn't always comfortable. Seeing your flaws, impatience, pride, can sting. But Marcus Aurelius said, "The mirror of the soul is clear. You only need to clean it to see the light of your true self." Each moment of honesty strengthens your character, like forging steel in a fire. I keep a daily ritual. Meditate, journal, question. It's not perfect, but it's progress. Start small. 5 minutes of reflection, 1 journal entry. You'll be surprised how much you uncover. As you grow in self-awareness, you're ready to tackle your emotions with the same clarity. Let's talk about staying cool under pressure. Mastering your emotions so you can face life's chaos with a steady hand. Emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings or pretending you're a robot. It's about choosing how you respond, even when your heart's racing and stress is knocking. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're unpacking Stoic tools to keep your emotions in check, ensuring you act with clarity, not impulse. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's the Stoic edge, and it's yours to claim. I learned this the hard way during a personal crisis a few years back. Everything was unraveling, work pressures, family tension, and my emotions were a wildfire, ready to burn through my better judgment. I could have lashed out or shut down, but a Stoic practice called premeditatio malorum pulled me back. It's about preparing for the worst before it hits. Each morning I'd sit for a few minutes picturing potential challenges, a tough meeting, a family argument, and how I'd handle them calmly. This mental rehearsal was like a fire drill for my mind. When the real storms came, I wasn't caught off guard. Try it tomorrow. Before your day starts, think of one thing that could go wrong and plan your calm response. It's like armor for your soul. Another game changer is emotional distancing, or what Stoics call objectification. Instead of saying, "I'm furious," I shift to, "There's anger here." It's a small tweak, but it's powerful. During that crisis, when frustration boiled up, I'd catch myself and think, anger's passing through, but it's not me. It's like watching storm clouds roll by. You observe, but you don't get swept away. This helped me stay grounded, choosing actions that matched my values, not my mood. Next time you're upset, try this. Name the emotion without owning it. Notice how it creates space to think clearly. Staying present is another key. When emotions run high, it's easy to spiral, replaying the past or dreading the future. I've been in heated arguments where my instinct was to fire back. Instead, I pause, focus on my breath, and anchor myself in the moment. Just a few deep breaths, in, out, can reset your mind. I did this during a tense work debate, feeling the air steady my pulse, letting me respond with reason, not heat. It's like hitting pause on a runaway train. Try it in your next stressful moment. Breathe slowly, count to 5, and feel the calm take over. Why let emotions hijack your choices when you can steer them? Stoics believe our real power lies in how we react. You can't control what happens, a rude coworker, a sudden setback, but you can control your response. I used to regret snapping in the heat of the moment, but Stoic wisdom flipped that script. Now, when emotions surge, I ask, is this reaction true to who I am? That question saved me during that crisis, guiding me to listen instead of argue, to solve instead of stew. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Reflect tonight. When did you last let emotions drive you? How could a pause have changed things? These practices, premeditatio malorum, emotional distancing, staying present, build a habit of control. They're not just for emergencies, they're daily tools to keep you steady. I keep a mental checklist, prepare for challenges, observe, emotions breathe through tension. It's like training for a marathon. Each step makes you stronger. Seneca said, "The greatest part of progress is the desire to progress." Every time you choose calm over chaos, you're progressing toward a life of strength and peace. With emotional control in your arsenal, you're ready to unlock a practice that transforms how you see the world. Gratitude. This isn't about forcing a smile or ignoring life's struggles. It's about training your mind to see the good, no matter how small, and letting that perspective transform how you live. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into how gratitude can become your daily anchor, boosting your mental health and spreading positivity. Epictetus said, "Only when we appreciate what we have can we truly be free." That's the Stoic secret to a fuller, happier life. I hit a low point a while back, stuck in a cycle of negativity. Every day felt like a repeat of the last. Same frustrations, same complaints. I was blind to the good around me until a quote from Epictetus snapped me out of it. I started a simple habit. Every morning before getting out of bed, I'd think of 3 things I was thankful for. At first, it was basic stuff. My health, a warm bed, a decent meal. But over time, I noticed the little moments. A stranger's smile, the quiet of a starry night, the taste of fresh coffee. It was like tuning my mind to a brighter frequency. What small thing in your day could you appreciate right now? Journaling gratitude amplifies this. Each night, I grab a notebook and write down 3 things from the day that brought me joy or taught me something. During that rough patch, I'd jot down moments like a kind word from a coworker or even just surviving a tough meeting. Those entries became a lifeline, reminding me there was always something worth holding on to. It's not about big wins. The small stuff matters just as much. Try it tonight. Write down one moment that made your day better, even slightly. Over weeks, those notes will shift how you see your life. Reframing challenges is another gratitude superpower. When I got stuck in a traffic jam, my first instinct was to fume, but I flipped the script. This delay gave me time to listen to a favorite podcast. Suddenly, the annoyance became a gift. It's not about denying frustration, it's about finding the silver lining. During a tough work project, instead of stressing, I focused on how it was sharpening my skills. Stoic gratitude ties to acceptance, acknowledging what is, while spotting the good within it. Next time you're irritated, ask, what's one positive thing this moment offers? It's like finding a spark in the dark. This mindset creates a ripple effect. When I started practicing gratitude, I wasn't just happier. I became a source of positivity for others. A simple thanks to a barista or a heartfelt note to a friend spread warmth, and I'd catch their smiles in return. It's contagious, like a good laugh. Gratitude doesn't just lift you, it lifts everyone around you. I began seeing my challenges differently too. A stressful deadline, a chance to grow, a personal setback, a lesson in resilience. This shift didn't erase problems, but it made them feel lighter, more manageable. Building a gratitude habit takes practice, but it's simple. Start your day by naming 3 things you're thankful for. Write them down or say them aloud. At night, reflect on your day and journal 1 or 2 moments that stood out. When negativity creeps in, reframe it. What's the hidden gift? I keep a small gratitude jar on my desk, tossing in notes about good moments. On tough days, I read them, and it's like a reset button for my mood. Pick one of these practices and try it for a week. You'll feel the difference. Marcus Aurelius said, "The quality of our day is defined by the appreciation we give them." Gratitude isn't just a feeling. It's a choice that rewires your mind for joy and strength. It's about seeing life's abundance even in the ordinary. As you embrace this practice, you'll find peace in what you have, not what you lack. With gratitude lighting your way, you're ready to face what holds you back. Let's tackle one of the biggest roadblocks to growth: fear. It's that knot in your stomach, the voice whispering you're not enough, the urge to back away from a challenge. But here's the Stoic truth. Fear isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're diving into how to face fear head-on, turning it into fuel for courage and progress. Epictetus said, "It is only when we face our fears that we discover the true reserves of strength within us." That's the mindset we're building today. I felt fear's grip when I faced my first big public speaking gig. My heart raced, my mind churned with worst-case scenarios, tripping over words, blank stares from the crowd. It was paralyzing. But instead of running, I leaned into Stoic wisdom. Fear became a signal, not a stop sign. It showed me where I could grow. By stepping into that spotlight, I didn't just survive. I discovered a talent for connecting with people. What fear is holding you back right now? Could it be pointing you toward a breakthrough? Preparation is your first weapon. Before that speech, I didn't just wing it. I practiced daily, visualized the room, the faces, my steady voice. I thought through what could go wrong, losing my place, tough questions, and planned calm responses. This wasn't about obsessing. It was about building confidence. When the moment came, I was ready. Try this. Pick a fear, like a tough conversation or a new project. Spend 10 minutes planning how you'll handle it. What's the worst that could happen? How will you respond? This mental prep turns fear into a puzzle you can solve. Visualizing success flips fear on its head. Instead of picturing failure, I saw myself nailing that speech. Clear words, engaged audience, a wave of applause. It wasn't wishful thinking. It was training my mind to focus on possibility. Before a big challenge, I take a quiet moment to see myself succeeding, feeling the calm of a job well done. It's like a rehearsal for victory. Next time fear creeps in, close your eyes and picture yourself crushing it. Feel the confidence. It's a small step that shifts your entire mindset. Risk is part of the deal, and Stoics embrace it. Fear often comes from the unknown, but growth lives there too. When I took on that speaking gig, I risked stumbling, looking foolish. But that risk taught me resilience and unlocked new skills. Seneca said, "The greatest obstacle for man is the fear of himself." Every time you face a risk, you chip away at that obstacle. I started small, speaking to small groups, then larger ones. Each step built courage, like stacking bricks for a stronger foundation. What small risk could you take today to stretch yourself? Inspiration comes from others who've done it. Take Anna Torres, a young woman terrified of dark, confined spaces. Yet she joined a cave rescue team facing her fear to save lives. Her bravery turned dread into a story of triumph, proving fear doesn't define you, your actions do. I keep her story in mind when doubt creeps in. It reminds me that courage is a choice, not a gift. Think of someone who inspires you. How did they push past fear? Let their example light your path. Overcoming fear isn't about erasing it, it's about moving forward despite it. Each time I faced a scary moment, speaking, pitching a bold idea, I grew stronger. Fear became a spark, not a shackle. Start with preparation. Plan for challenges. Visualize success. See yourself thriving. Embrace risk. Take small steps into the unknown. These habits transform fear from a barrier to a bridge. I keep a mental note of fears I've conquered. It's a reminder of my resilience. Try tracking one fear you face this week. Notice how it feels to push through. As you build courage, you're ready to let go of what weighs you down. Let's dive into a Stoic practice that can set you free from life's heaviest burdens. Detachment. This isn't about shutting off your emotions or drifting through life unbothered. It's about releasing your grip on what you can't control and finding peace in what you can. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're exploring how to master the art of letting go so you can live with clarity and strength. Epictetus said, "We can only start to find peace when we accept the futility of holding on to things we can't control." That's the heart of detachment, and it's a game changer. I learned this lesson during a rough patch in a close relationship. I was fixated on how the other person reacted, obsessing over their words, trying to steer their feelings. It was exhausting, like clutching sand that kept slipping through my fingers. Then Stoic wisdom hit me. I couldn't control their response, but I could control my own actions, being honest, kind, and true to myself. Letting go of the outcome didn't weaken me, it freed me. Have you ever clung to something, a result, a reaction, that drained you more than it helped? Detachment starts with a clear divide. What's in your power and what's not? You can't control a coworker's attitude, a delayed flight, or someone's opinion of you. But your thoughts, your effort, your integrity, those are yours. When I shifted focus to what I could control in that relationship, like listening deeply and speaking calmly, the tension eased. The outcome wasn't perfect, but my peace was intact. Next time you're stressed, try this. List one thing you can't control and one thing you can. Pour your energy into the second. It's like redirecting a river to flow where it's needed. Acceptance meditation is a powerful tool for this. Each morning, I sit for a few minutes, breathing deeply, letting thoughts and worries pass without judgment. I acknowledge what's bothering me, a tight deadline, a tough decision, then release it, focusing on my response instead. During that relationship struggle, this practice helped me stay steady, not swept away by frustration. It's like clearing clutter from your mind. Try it tomorrow. Close your eyes, breathe, and let go of one worry. Notice how it lightens your load. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you care wisely. I used to stress over how my actions were perceived, tweaking every word to avoid conflict. But Stoic detachment taught me to act with integrity and let the rest fall where it may. In that relationship, I focused on being authentic, not on winning approval. The result? A stronger connection, built on truth, not control. When you're tempted to micromanage an outcome, ask, am I acting from my values or chasing something I can't own? That question keeps you grounded. This practice transforms challenges. At work, I faced a project that spiraled out of my hands. Client demands shifted, deadlines tightened. Instead of fighting the chaos, I detached. I did my best, delivered quality work, and let go of the rest. The stress melted away and the project succeeded in ways I hadn't expected. Detachment is like loosening your grip on a rope. You're still holding on, but you're not burning your hands. Try applying this to a current struggle. What can you release to find peace? Marcus Aurelius said, "Master your reactions, and you have conquered your peace." Detachment is that mastery. It's a daily choice to focus on your actions, not the noise around you. I keep a mental habit. When anxiety creeps in, I pause, meditate, and ask, what's mine to control? This keeps me centered even in life's storms. Start small. Pick one situation, let go of the outcome, and act with purpose. Over time, you'll feel a freedom that's hard to describe. With detachment in your toolkit, you've built a foundation for living with Stoic strength. Let's bring it all together with a practical plan to make Stoic wisdom part of your everyday life. You've learned powerful tools. Ataraxia's calm, willpower's drive, acceptance's resilience, presence's joy, virtue's guidance, self-awareness's clarity, emotional control's steadiness, gratitude's warmth, courage over fear, and detachment's freedom. But knowledge alone won't change you. It's the daily habits that do. On Daily Stoic Habits, we're crafting a simple routine to weave these practices into your mornings, days, and nights, so you can live with purpose and strength. Start your morning like a Stoic warrior. I wake up, skip the phone, and sit quietly for 5 minutes of meditation. I focus on my breath, letting thoughts pass like clouds, grounding myself for the day. Then, I practice premeditatio malorum, mentally rehearsing challenges, like a tough meeting or a packed schedule, and how I'll face them calmly. It's like stretching before a run, prepping my mind for action. I also name 3 things I'm grateful for: a hot shower, a supportive friend, the chance to try again. This trio, meditation, preparation, gratitude, takes 10 minutes, but sets a tone of focus and appreciation. What would your morning feel like with this kind of start? Throughout the day, stay present and virtuous. When I'm eating lunch, I savor each bite, noticing flavors instead of scrolling. It's a mini break for mindfulness. At work, I run decisions through a virtue checklist. Is this wise, courageous, fair, balanced? Once I faced a coworker's harsh feedback. Instead of snapping, I paused, listened, and responded with justice, earning respect. If stress creeps in, I use emotional distancing. There's frustration here, not I'm frustrated. And when fear looms, like pitching a new idea, I visualize success, seeing myself confident and clear. These moments of presence, virtue, and courage keep me aligned with my best self. How could one mindful pause change your day? Evenings are for reflection and growth. Before bed, I grab my journal and write down 2 things: a challenge I faced and how I handled it, plus 3 moments I'm thankful for. Last night I noted a stressful deadline, how I broke it into steps with willpower and small wins like a kind email from a colleague. This habit shows me my progress and keeps gratitude alive. I also ask, did my actions match my values today? When I skipped a workout, I admitted it, learned, and planned better for tomorrow. This self-questioning sharpens my awareness, like polishing a lens to see clearer. Try journaling tonight. What lesson from today could make you stronger? Detachment ties it all together. Throughout the day, I remind myself to focus on my effort, not the outcome. If a project flops or someone disagrees, I let go of what's not mine to control. It's like releasing a kite string. You've done your part, let it soar. This mindset keeps me steady, whether I'm navigating a busy day or a quiet evening. I end my nights with a brief acceptance meditation, breathing deeply, releasing lingering worries. It's a reset, preparing me for tomorrow's challenges. This routine, morning meditation and gratitude, daytime mindfulness and virtue, evening journaling and detachment, isn't rigid. Start small. Pick one habit like a 2-minute breathing break or a single journal entry. I began with just gratitude, and it snowballed into a lifestyle. Seneca said, "The greatest part of progress is the desire to progress." Each day you practice, you're building a life of resilience and meaning. What's one Stoic habit you'll try tomorrow? You've got the tools to live with Stoic strength. As we wrap up, let's tie these lessons into a final call to action, inspiring you to make greatness your reality. We've journeyed through the heart of Stoic wisdom, unlocking tools to master your mind and build a life of purpose. From finding calm in chaos with ataraxia, to forging unbreakable willpower, embracing acceptance, living fully in the present, guiding choices with virtue, knowing yourself deeply, controlling emotions, cultivating gratitude, facing fears with courage, and letting go through detachment. These aren't just ideas, they're a roadmap to greatness, one you can start walking. Today, on Daily Stoic Habits, we're all about turning ancient philosophy into practical steps for modern life, and you've just taken a big leap forward. Think about where you started this video. Maybe you were stressed, searching for clarity, or just curious about living better. Now you've got a toolkit to face any storm. Whether it's meditating for 5 minutes each morning, journaling 3 things you're grateful for, or pausing to ask, is this choice true to my values? Every small step builds a stronger you. Marcus Aurelius said, "Our life is what our thoughts make of it." What kind of life will you shape with these habits? The power's in your hands. And that's the Stoic promise. You can't control the world, but you can control how you meet it. So what's next? Don't let this be a one-and-done watch. Pick one practice, maybe breathing meditation or reframing a challenge, and try it for a week. Notice how it shifts your perspective, how it grounds you. Share your progress with someone, spread the spark. And if this video lit a fire in you, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and tap the bell icon to stay updated with Daily Stoic Habits. We're here to keep you inspired week after week with more Stoic strategies to thrive in today's world. Your support helps us reach others ready to transform their lives, so let's grow this community together. Before you go, check out our next video on mastering daily Stoic routines to supercharge your productivity and peace. It's the perfect follow-up to keep your momentum going. Grab a coffee, reflect on what resonated today, and start applying these lessons. You're not just watching a video, you're building a life of strength and meaning. Stay with Daily Stoic Habits, and let's keep pushing toward greatness, one mindful step at a time.